Boom, boom, boom. All right, here it is, baby. Here it is, stage 13. I'm so upset. Not even upset, but I'm just like, look at these motherfuckers. They up here got Mouse Cop, Impacts, and a couple of other people that I don't necessarily interact with, but they have defeated this stage. They have been cleared. Now I need to clear it. However, we've got it figured out this time, right? And I know exactly what I was doing wrong. Soulbound Arcana, right? Nuts. Soulbound Arcana and Cataclysm are in debate for being the top gear sets. Soulbound Arcana, though, right? Stacks up to 5 times. 50% damage increase. It's kind of hard to beat. I do have a piece that gets me 1% max HP, grows in size up to 5 times, whatever. So, my Kagiri, I would recommend he at least have 50k HP, but since I have this but I have this gear that gives me a little bit more HP, I can kind of slack off, right? Anyway, triple attack set, same thing with hot set. So what I've learned is if you're struggling to beat any type of content, throw them in Soulbound Arcana, and hopefully that's enough of a damage increase that you can clear the stage, right? Because initially, I was thinking, I just need more BP, I need better sets, but my BP on my Kagiri is like, 108, 109? So, use what you have, and it can be done. Soulbound Arcana, do not sleep on it, right? Using basically the same strat as Gear Dungeon 11 and 12. The only thing that changed pretty much is like the gearing of Kagiri and hot set, for the most part, right? Lycan, he's here, he's cool. Look, we can face him anyway. With the last update, you can now use your tacticians and just move them not to another tile, but move which way they're facing, and they can be on the same tile. That's an amazing quality of life improvement, and it allows you to open up more strategic placements and possibilities. Your units, which way they're going to face, especially the tacticians, right? Very important. All right, so I guess I should start breaking down the match, right? Timings for Lycan and Kagiri's ultimates. As long as you're hitting the ultimate before the magic resistant enemies start moving towards the portal, then you should be fine. However, when they all get up here, what you want to happen is when Kagiri's ult goes off, as many of these enemies are in Kagiri's range as possible. Even if they're on that outside edge right here at the bottom, it'll still hit those enemies, right? So I have it slowed down so that way you can see that it still does sweep and he still does hit right at that edge of that box. So it's okay even if you overswing just a little bit with the enemies. Alright, so Kagiri's there to clean everybody up. Lycan's there for a little bit of crowd control and extra damage just in case, right? I've seen people use what's the new guy's name that just came out? Van Helsing, right? The one that dropped with Dracula. Use Van Helsing on a Nightmare team, and that's a good replacement for Lycan, right? To get that little extra bit. My Kagiri does not one-shot everything like at its first sweep of the ult, so he does sweep twice, and then everybody is demolished. Hopefully. Well, we already know. Bang. Got it. Boom. So it's extremely close, man. It's extremely close. Those things almost get in there. Sometimes they do get in there, right? So it's a little bit of RNG, try it again. But the main thing is, as long as your Kagiri can kill them a few times, then beat it once, get power dominance, you should be able to do it continuously once it's done. Alright, so we have the Vocal Clone coming up. This is our first test for Kagiri, right? Last time on stage 12, right? Without Soulbound Arcana, I had to immediately tap Kagiri's ult. I'm going to do it now, obviously. Right, we're going to do it again. The first Vocal Clone is the physical one, so Kagiri's going to handle that all by himself. After Kagiri's ult goes off, we'll start setting up Hex. That way, Kagiri can get the most damage onto that Vocal Clone without Hex kind of healing him up a little bit, right? We also have Iovar, right? Iovar is in Wings of Grace or in Invig to place on your Hex, depending on if you need it. I do have a maxed out Karma Suture on Hex, just letting you know you are going to need Hex to be kind of nuts. Alright, so we are looking good. We have the other round of enemies coming down. We click Kagiri, we click Lycan, let that go. Don't forget about Sun Wukong, take care of the physical Vocal Clone up top. So much stuff happens on this stage all at once that is sometimes I forget to click ultimates when they're coming up, right? I've noticed what really helps me actually is to write down like the sets, I guess, or like the stages. Like this Vocal Clone's physical, then this is magical. Some people could just look at it and either, but me, if I write down the steps, then it's easy for me to just know what to do next, right? That pen, man, hey, it's mighty as a sword, dude. Anyways, start writing more. That's what I'm saying. Write your ideas down, man. It's cool. Anyway, so we got the other vocal clone coming out. This is the Magic vocal clone. We got Hex popping. Hotsit, we already placed Hotsit. I didn't even mention placing Hotsit. God dang, man. But you guys know Hotsit goes out up top, obviously. And then whenever a Hotsit comes up, just press it for the most part. Unless, actually, no, there's no unless. I hit it every time it came up. I think I had to, right? To keep her healed up. She's in the Iron Chalice, so she needs her own HP regen supply. Her own self-healing, right? So she needs to be constantly hitting something. Right. And also, Hotsit's kind of annoying. My first Hotsit build wasn't killing the enemies up top, right? So that's why I had to switch her to Soulbound Arcana also. Lycan, you might switch him to Soulbound. Everybody, just put everybody in Soulbound Arcana and you can get this stage done, I think. That's probably just the best bet. At that point, it's just about farming. You got to get your quad sets, right? That's it, man. And then you got to re-roll them to get good stats. Keep all the quad sets that you get, man. Those re-roll hammers are extremely amazing. Extremely useful. Alright, so basically it's rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. If you can get to 20 out of 48, then you can clear this whole stage. Because at that point, it becomes a test of endurance. What must you do? Your focus. Will it waver? Will you fuck up? Will you die? Then it's your fault. If you can get to 20 out of 48, then it's your fault if you lose. That's all I'm saying. Alright, y'all. So I basically explained how to beat the stage at the very end. You can just place Torador down. You can block everybody else. But it's just a cycle. It's a continuous cycle. We're in a loop, baby. We're stuck in the Matrix. So I'm the guy out. Listen to some cool beats. Stage 13 done, baby. Catch up with me. Because this month in February, my plan is to basically kind of catch up on everything, go through Maverick Halls, and kind of just catch up on my account, right? I've been slacking for a little bit, but now we're going to catch up. I'll do some summons. We got Valentine's Day coming up, baby. Woo! Wish me luck. I'm the guy out. Every single move time just right.
Are slow, up on your toes, back straight, breathe in control. Are slow, up on your toes, back straight, breathe in. Stadium lights, I'm beyond turn. If I step on the stage, old crowd gon' ready. I'm lights, I'm beyond turn. Shorty wind that ways, let me see that work. The vibe up to get move, walk back. Drop that location, I'ma slide where you at. Are slow, breathe in control. Back straight, breathe in control. 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 Breathe in control.
Smoke in the sky like the world caught fire. Pressure so thick you could feel it climb high. From ground to clouds, it's the final phase. If you made it this far, welcome to the siege. I don't come down gentle, I descend with weight, whole sky vibrate. When I enter this space, lungs full of clouds, still talking precise. I don't rush victory, I let it cook right. This ain't flex smoke, this ain't game breath. Every inhale feel like flirting with death. They been down since the first damn bar, now I'm looking down like here we are. High command warned them, they didn't listen. Blunt warfare left the whole room missing. Aerial tokes put me out of reach, now I'm circling back for the sky I see. I see, look up, it's over. Smoke in the air like the world tipped over. Chest on fire, still don't freeze. I was built for this. Sky high sea, yeah, sky high sea. No escape route, if you're still breathing, the smoke will find you out. From first inhale to final beat, this ain't a vibe, it's a sky. I've been pressure tested, been rich shape, still talk slick with a cracked rib cage. They want peace talks, I want closures. This album ain't how war's supposed to. Every song stacked like scars on skin. Each track harder than the last one in. If you tapped out early, that's your fate. This smoke don't wait, it dominate. I don't rap highs, I architect them. Every breath I measured, every thought weaponized. They say too dark, I say too real. This what it sound like when you never kneel.
I see, look up, it's over. Smoke in the air like the world tipped over. Chest on fire, still don't freeze. I was built for it. Sky high sea.
Yeah, sky high sea, no escape route. If you still breathing, the smoke will find you out. From first inhale to final beat, this ain't a vibe, it's a sky high sea. Yeah, I've been high through guilt, that nights no sleep. Rode every fear till it turned concrete. They want mellow highs, background sound. I want my shit to shake the ground. If the lungs give out, I'll talk through static. Voice still sharp, bar still savage. This ain't bravado, this is proof. I survive pressure, most don't move through. I don't chase charts, I chase impact. If it hit your chest, yeah, I meant that. Album man is supposed to start a scene. It's a smoke cloud over everything.
Got high sea, can't breathe right. Smoke so thick, it erase daylight. Heart still beat.
Sky high sea, final form, ash in the air like a thunderstorm. If you made it here, you been like me. If not, you weren't meant to breathe the siege. I don't fade out, I escalate. Last verse hit like a closing gate. They want mercy tracks, radio ease. I end albums like a fucking disease. From high command to this last damn breath. Every song card with intent in depth. If the smoke clear, I'm still right here. Standing in the wreckage, vision clear. It's that closer, you don't forget. You play once, then you sit in it. If the world burns slow, from what I said, that's just proof I did my job to the end.